Welcome to Dallas, Texas, you guys. We're at the American Airlines Center. We will be watching the Los Angeles Lakers take on the Dallas Mavericks. The Lakers are 3-1. The Mavericks are 2-2. Mavericks are on a 2-game losing streak, lost by 32 against Denver last game. Lakers are on a 2-game winning streak, beating the Grizzlies by 14. There's no injuries for either team. The Lakers are 4th in the Western Conference behind Denver by a game, and the Mavericks are 8th in the Western Conference behind the Kings by a half a game. Your starting lineups for the Lakers will be Rajon Rondo running the point guard. Dion Waiters is getting the start at the shooting guard. LeBron James at the small. Anthony Davis at the power. Dwight Howard starting at center. For the Dallas Mavericks, their starting lineup is going to be J.J. Barea at the point, Luka Doncic at the shooting guard, Dorian Finney-Smith, my bad, is the small forward, Maxi Kleber is the power forward, and Kristaps Porzingis is going to be the starting center tonight for the Dallas Mavericks. We're just moments away from the opening tip. Mavericks looking to end a 2-game losing streak. The Lakers looking to continue on their winning streak here. The Lakers are running the black uniforms, their city uniforms, and the Dallas Mavericks are rocking their blue unis tonight. Here we go to the opening tip-off. We'll see which team controls it first. Looks like the Lakers control the tip. Rondo gives it to James, guarded by Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith fouls James early. That's his first team. Not much how you want to start a game. Only 7 seconds in. Pick up a quick first foul. Try to get it for the swipe. It looked clean, actually. Didn't look like he had too much contact. It looked like a clean strip there. But the ref saw something different, so we'll have to go off of what the ref saw instead of us. James is at the line, first attempt of the evening. His first free throw is good. I also want to say congrats to the Lakers for winning the championship as well. They did deserve it. They're a good team. Also, congrats to Miami for making it that far as a young team, and Jimmy Butler for helping leading that team. James' second free throw is good. Barea brings it up for the Mavericks. Gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis shoots it quick. That's for 3. Porzingis isn't averaging a lot this year. Luka's been kind of the scorer for this team, but that helps him get hot early. Davis sets a screen. Kleber takes Waiters. Gives it to Rondo. Davis has Luka post up. Rondo shoots it. Miss. Finney-Smith with the board. Gives it to Barea. Barea layup off. Howard board. James has it. Gets the layup. I did not see who gave him that assist, so that's my bad. Finney-Smith gives it to Porzingis. Gives it to Barea. Gives it to Doncic. Has 4. Gets a screen. Shoots. Gets blocked. And that's a shot clock violation. That is going to be blocked by Dion Waiters. Get another replay of it. Good defensive play by Waiters. Knew Luka didn't have much on the clock and got his hand up just in time. Rondo, guarded by Barea. On top, looking for Waiters. Gives it to Waiters on the left wing. Davis sets a screen. Waiters shoots, misses. Davis board. Davis layup is good. Davis is averaging 27.5. He leads the whole Lakers team in points. Doncic pulls back out for three, shoots, misses. Howard with another board. Waiters has it. Dishes to James for a dunk. Barea, guarded by Rondo now. Scores 8-3. The Kleba gives Luka. Luka gives it to Finney-Smith. Luka guarded by AD. Gets a screen. Luka pull up. Miss. James with the board. Maverick has 0 points last 2 minutes. Spins on Luka. James gets the layup. That's 8 in the game for James. They're on 8-0 run right now. Mavericks are going to use their first timeout. Mavericks aren't getting off to a hot start. Missing some good shots, though. Some of them should have fallen. Bray's layup should have fell. Just didn't get enough on it. Luka had a few open looks, just not knocking them down. That's not normal for him. Usually he's a knockdown shooter. But he's also known for his playmaking ability as well. So right now, Porzingis is only scorer for the Mavericks with 3 in the game. LeBron James leads all scorers with 8 in the first quarter in just a matter of not even 3 minutes yet, actually. Just under 3 minutes here. He has 8. And then Davis has 2. Only defensive play so far is Dion Waiters blocking Doncic on a midi to try to beat the shot clock. So not much. Out of the timeout, we get a look at the league leaders from last season in blocks. Davis was in 3rd with 2.3. Porzingis was in 5th with 2. Finney-Smith inbounds it to Kleba. Gives it to Finney-Smith. Gives it to Barea. Finney-Smith, guarded by James. Gives it to Porzingis. Guarded by Howard. Howard plays him tight. Gives it to Barea. Luka's in the corner, but pops out before 3. Gets it, shoots it, though. James gets the board. Lob up to AD. Assist by Rondo. Barea gives it to Finney-Smith. Porzingis gets it now. Gives it to Barea. James picks up Barea. Gives it to Doncic, guarded by Waiters. He has 4. Shoots it. And that one is in for Doncic. That's his first 2 points of the game. Rondo gives it to James. James fades. Off. Rondo with the offensive board. He gets a layup. Second chance points is what's going to help the Lakers. Mavericks can keep them off the glass. Get them off the glass in this game. Barea gets it from Porzingis on the left wing, guarded by Rondo. Gives it to Doncic. Waiters picks him up. Porzingis sets a screen. He pulls up. Misses. Porzingis with the offensive board and jams it in. Porzingis is the second leading scorer on this Mavericks team. Looking to improve, though. James drives. Porzingis contested Howard with the offensive board. Gives it to Davis. Davis backs down. Kleba fades. Missed. Howard with another one. James fades. Gives it to AD for 3. That's off. Finney-Smith with it. Finney-Smith drives. Gets doubled. Shoots it still. Misses. Waiters with the board. Waiters gives it to Davis. Davis shoot it. Doncic with the board. Barea gets it quick. Mavericks are trying to push the pace, so they decide to pull it out and slow up and run an offense. Porzingis gets it Gives it to Finney-Smith, who gives it to Doncic. Sets a screen on James. He drives, gives it back to Finney-Smith. He misses the layup. James with a good defense there. James with a board. Waiters gives it to Rondo, and Rondo gets an and one. Foul on Porzingis. That's his first. Second team. McGee's going to check in for Howard for the Lakers at the 6:29 mark. And then Seth Curry's going to check in for the Mavericks. Rondo's and one free throw is good. He has 5. Curry, he's been on fire these past few games. See if he can continue it. Gives it to Porzingis, guarded by McGee. Finney-Smith to Doncic. He sets a screen for Doncic. Gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis gets fouled by McGee. That's his first team. Porzingis goes to the line. Looks like Danny Green, Dwight Powell, and Tim Hardaway Jr. checking in. Porzingis' free throw. His first one is in. Waiters on Rondo. Or Waiters goes to the point, my bad, and Danny Green checks in the 2 guard. Powell checks it at the power. Hardaway checks it at the small. His second one is good. He has 7. Waiters brings it up, guarded by Doncic still. On the right wing gives the McGee inside. Hands it to James. Lobs it to McGee, and McGee jams it in. Curry gives it to Porzingis. Powell gets it. Gives it to Doncic. Doncic shoots. Miss. McGee board. Porzingis snatched that out of midair. What a block. That gets this Mavericks stadium loud. This should give them momentum. Hardaway guarded by James. Powell sets a screen. Hardaway shoots. He misses. Waiters board. Kuzma Morris look like they're going to check in. Waiters drives. Hardaway Jr. with the board. Gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis gives it to Hardaway Jr. Gives it to Doncic. Gives it to Curry. Sets a screen for Curry. Curry shoots it. He misses. Porzingis with the offensive board. And he gets fouled. That's on McGee, his second. Second team. Porzingis. A monster block got the fans riled up and got a little bit of momentum into him to help carry this team, because Doncic is struggling right now from the field. His free throw is good. He has 8, looking for 9. Kuzma is the small. Morris is the power. Davis goes to the center, and James goes to the point guard spot. Porzingis is at 4th shot at the line is good as well. He has 9. Morris inbounds it to Green. Green's going to bring it up, guarded by Doncic. Lakers use a timeout here. Porzingis turning it around for the Mavericks. He has 9 with 2 rebounds and a monster block. Are they going to run with Porzingis still and give him the ball, or is Doncic going to finally look for a shot and hit something? We'll see after this timeout. So, some stats so far. James has 8 and Porzingis has 9 as your leading scorers for each team. Davis has 4 for the Lakers. Rondo has 5. McGee has 2. Doncic has 2 as well for the Mavericks, and that is it for your scoring. All right, Lakers out of the timeout are up 19-11 with 4:39 to go. Green gets it in the corner, guarded by Curry. Gives it to Green cutting. Green gets fouled by Doncic, and that is and one. Doncic's first, third team. Green at the line. His and one is good. He has 3. Curry is guarded by James. Gives it to Powell. Gives it to Doncic. Tries to drive out Green. Gives it to Curry. Curry for 3. Everyone fell off it, but he still misses it. James gets the board. Kuzma gets it up top, guarded by James gets it, lobs it to Davis. Davis with a jam. Powell gets it from Doncic. Hardaway Jr. gets it now. Doncic gets it, guarded by Green. Is it Porzingis? Sets a screen on Davis. Porzingis pull up. Kuzma with the board. Gives it to James. Misses. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis pushes the pace. Gives it to Doncic though. He's grabbed by Kuzma. Gives it to Curry. Gives it to Powell. Gives it to Porzingis. Morris and Davis switch. Gives it to Curry. Curry pull up. Kuzma with the board. Kuzma drives. Gets the layup. Everyone's scoring for this Lakers team. Mavericks need to figure out what to do. Cauley Stein look like he's going to check in the game. Powell gets it. Gives it to Doncic. Says screen for Doncic. He drives, almost gets stolen. Powell picks it up off of the scramble. Powell, layup is good. James, nice pass to Davis. Gives it to Powell. 2:08 to go in the first. Powell gives it to Porzingis. Gives it to Curry. Curry for 3. He's off. Davis with the board. James gives it to Davis. Doncic just fouls him. That's his second and 4th team. .150 to go in the first. Davis is going to go on line for the Lakers, though. Davis. His free throw is good. He is 9. Doncic goes to the bench with Porzingis. Finney-Smith, Hardaway Jr., and Cauley Stein are in. Actually, Hardaway Jr. goes to the 2, and Finney-Smith is the small. Davis's second free throw at the line is up, and he makes it. He is 10. Curry brings it up for the Mavericks, looking to do something while Luka's on the bench. Davis picks up Curry. Davis with a foul. Curry with an and one. That's Davis's first third team. Nice by Curry. That maybe will help his team. Because right now, no one on the Mavericks is scoring besides Porzingis. That's what you gotta do as a small guy. Take it into the big guy's body and draw the contact. Curry's and one. They are down by 15. Was not expecting this kind of quarter for the Mavericks. Hopefully the second quarter is better than this one. Curry at the 139 mark with his and one free throw. Hits it. James gives it to Kuzma. He's back to James. James shoots. That is in. James has 10. Curry. Guarded by Davis now. Here's the Hardaway. Sets a screen. Hardaway tries to drive. Gets fouled. That's on Markeith. That's his fourth team. So what the Mavericks need to start doing is start driving and make defensive plays. If they make it defensive stops, then they'll be just fine. But they gotta score, get them in foul trouble, and they also gotta get stops on the defensive side and start rebounding on the offensive end as well. Try to get second chance points. His first free throw is good. Rondo subs in for James. Second one is good as well for Hardaway. Rondo has it. 105 to the first. Rondo gives it to Morris. He misses. Powell with the board. Green picks up Curry, sets a screen. Curry drives around everyone, but misses the layup. Kuzma with the board. Kuzma pull up. Davis with offensive board and gets the layup. What I was talking about, the Mavericks aren't keeping the Lakers off the offensive glass, and they're getting a lot of second chance points. That's why they're a bit up so much. Hardaway gets to the basket. Davis fouls him, though. That's his second, fifth team. That will most likely send Davis to the bench before the quarter ends. Hardaway goes back to the line once again. Hardaway's third shot is good. Howard checks in for Davis. fourth shot is good for Hardaway. He has 4, all of them are at the line. Lakers are going to get last shot most likely. Rondo. Got by Curry. Gives it to Morris. Morris, step back. Miss. Curry gets the board. Curry didn't get off in time. That will end the quarter for the Lakers and Mavericks. Lakers are up big in the first. Not what we were expecting from these teams. We're expecting a little bit of a closer game. Lakers are up 34-20 over the Mavericks. We'll be back with the second quarter. Welcome back to the second quarter, guys. The Lakers lead the Mavericks by 14. James and Davis have 22 combined points so far. Curry gets around everyone and dunks that in to start off the quarter. Mavericks shooting a miserable 27% from the field. That's why they're struggling this game. They're not hitting their shots. Green gets it to Rondo. Rondo trying to do something. They get stripped, but Lakers keep possession. Kleba checks in for Powell. Kuzma gives it to Howard cutting. Cauley Stein gets the board and block. Barea gets it. Gives it to Curry. Curry layup. This is what the Mavericks need to do. Get defensive stops and push the pace. Especially with the second unit in here. Green for 3. Missed. Cauley Stein with the board. Gives it to Curry. He hits that. Curry has 9 for the Mavericks. Waiters is going to check in for the Lakers. Rondo gets a screen from Kuzma. Rondo dishes it to Green. Gives it back to Kuzma. Barea is on him. That's a mismatch. Kuzma, too easy. Barea drives around everyone, gets the layup. Rondo guarded by Barea. McGee looks like he's going to check in. Rondo tries to drive. Barea does swipe it, but it's a foul on Barea. That's his first team in this quarter. Mavericks have 8 quick points. They're up 8-2 in this quarter. Rondo goes to the line looking to make that 8-4 scoring quarter just before the 2-minute mark. Rondo with his first attempt at the line. His first one is good. He has 6. Green goes to the bench, so does Morris. Howard will go to the power. Rondo makes a second. He has 7. Curry changed his whole scoring side for the Mavericks in the second quarter so far. Let's see if he can keep it up. He drives on Howard. Howard has to foul him. That's his first team in this quarter. Curry changing up for the Mavericks. He is 9, looking for a 10th and 11th point of the game. Curry, his free throw is good. That's his 10th. Looking for 11 here. Looking to put him only down by 8. Makes that one as well. He has 11. Rondo, guarded by Barea. Rondo drives on Barea and gets a layup. Barea kind of fell asleep there. Rondo has 9. He's trying to take over the scoring for the Lakers with this second unit out there. Gives it to Kleba. Gives it to Barea. Cauley-Stein sets a screen. Sets another one on Rondo. Barea drives. Barea with a little floater, and that is in. Mavericks turn it around this quarter, shooting a little bit better than they did in the first. Waiters got a screen, but picked up. Gives it to Kuzma. Gives it back to Rondo. Rondo tries to drive. Nope. Gives it to Kuzma. Fades. Off. Cauley-Stein with the board. Finney-Smith. Gives it to Cauley-Stein, who gets blocked by Howard, though. Gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma gives it to Rondo. Rondo cross court to Waiters for 3. That is in. Curry gets stripped by Kuzma, goes out of bounds, so it stays with the Mavericks. This is look at your 3-point contest race so far in the season. Finney-Smith is going to inbound it for the Mavericks. Gives it to Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein gets around McGee. Gets the layup. Waiters gets a screen from Kuzma. Finney-Smith, he tries to fade but doesn't shoot it. Instead gives it to Kuzma. Gives it back to Rondo. Waiters hits that. Nice. That was really contested, but Waiters took that shot and hit it. Curry gives it to Barea. Cauley-Stein sets a screen. Barea floats it. Gets swatted by McGee. Cauley-Stein gets it. Gets swatted by McGee again. Cauley-Stein gets blocked twice, and Howard with the board. Waiters misses. Howard with the board. Gives it to Cauley-Stein with the block. Howard gives it to Cauley-Stein gives it to Curry. Curry shoots. He misses. McGee with the board. McGee pushes it up to Waiters. Kuzma fades. He hits it. Mavericks are going to use a timeout here. They are down by 13. Lakers on the defensive side right here. Putting up a lot of defensive stops to stop the Mavericks from scoring inside. That was killing them on the drives, but they're putting those stops up to contain this Mavericks team from just driving. Mavericks need to look to shoot outside now, just prevent the bigs from getting stopped inside. We'll see what they do and how they will change it after this timeout. Out of the timeout, the Mavericks are going to inbound it on their side of the court by half court. He's it in the Cauley-Stein. James also subs in for the Lakers. So does Doncic and Porzingis. Barea gives it to Doncic. Doncic for 3. He's finally hitting the shot. He has 5. Howard, guarded by Porzingis. Gives it to James. James looks to drive. He pulls up. Cauley-Stein with the board. That's his 5th rebound. Barea drives. Dishes it to Porzingis. Porzingis gets fouled by Rondo. That's his first second team. Rondo looks frustrated off of that call. That did get tipped, it looked like, by Howard barely, which may have altered it for Rondo trying to get a steal, but Rondo ran into it anyways to have Porzingis go to the line. Porzingis hits his first. Howard is going to be checked out by Davis. Davis will sub in. James and Davis looking to go back to work. Hardaway checks in at the small, and Cauley-Stein will go play the power. He misses the second one. McGee with the board. James, guarded by Porzingis, gets a screen. He still drives. He gets an and one. That's Cauley-Stein's first second team. Cauley-Stein actually has turned it around for the Mavericks on the rebounding side. He has 5, as I said earlier, and that's going to help this Mavericks team with the rebounding because Porzingis only has 4, and that's it out of the starters who has more, like any rebounding besides Finney-Smith and Doncic. Bray is the only player with assists for the Mavericks as well, as of now. We'll look at the official stats after half. James's and one free throw is good. He leads with 13 now in the game. There's your free throw shooting so far, percentage-wise. Doncic has it. Gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis for 3. He's off. Waiters gets the board. Waiters is going to bring it up. He shoots. He misses. Cauley-Stein with the board. Barea gets it. Gives it to Doncic. Doncic shoots. That's in. He has 7. Maybe this will help Doncic start scoring more. Getting good looks from his teammates because he was struggling that first quarter. James drives. He gets fouled on Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. did not like the call. James did get the and one to fall. He has 15, looking for 16. Powell checks in for Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein with a good second quarter for the Mavericks to help them on the rebounding side. Just the team is still down. They're only down by 12. At one point, they had it at 8. They couldn't make it any lower than 8. The highest so far is still 14 in the game for the Lakers being up by. James looking to go up by 13 with the Lakers. And he does so. Hardaway gives it to Barea. Barea gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis gives it to Powell. Gives it to Doncic. Doncic for 3. He's off. James. Rebound. James gives it to Waiters. Waiters off. Doncic with the board. He's pushing the pace. He pulls up on Davis. He misses, though. James with another rebound. His 6th. He pushes it for the Lakers. He gives it, but Powell steals it. Barea slows it up for the Mavericks. Porzingis. Guarded by McGee. Gives it to Barea. Barea gets doubled. Gives it to Powell, though, who has Hardaway open. He misses. Doncic with the offensive board. He gets blocked. Waiters got that rebound. Waiters spins. Gives it to Davis. Davis gets a foul. That's on Porzingis. That's his second, 4th team. Looking to go up by 15 to make it if he makes these two. Waiters looks like he's going to check in. Probably for Rondo. Davis's free throw is good. As 13. And he does so. Waiters goes to the point, and Green will go to the 2. Davis ties the game at the highest points tonight, looking to go up by 15. They'll make it the new high in points, and he does. He has 14 in the game. They are up by 15, which is the new high on this team. It was 14, but now it's 15-point difference in this game. Mavericks are going to use another timeout. They're down by 15. Curry off the bench has 11. Porzingis now in double figures with 10 for the Mavericks. For your Lakers, James and Davis are both in double figures. James has 16. Davis has 14. Cauley-Stein off the bench did help them start rebounding. No one else has an assist on this team that I know of. We'll go with the halftime for the official stat-wise, but Barea has 5 as of now. We have 2 blocks by the Mavericks and a steal. For the Lakers, we have 5 blocks as a team. This team is looking to dominate this year again. Maybe go back-to-back if they can. But the Western Conference is tough. These guys will see each other multiple times this season. So we'll see how the rest of the game fares out. They are down by 15. Your Dallas Mavericks are looking to make a change in that. This is your league leaders of fast break points last season. Lakers had 18.4 fast break points. Barea gets the inbound from Porzingis. Barea gives it to Powell. Porzingis has a screen, but gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis guarded by McGee. Does have the height advantage, but McGee's a good defender. Gives it to Barea. He gets a double team by Davis. Gives it to Porzingis for 3. That is in. Porzingis with 13. James, guarded by Hardaway Jr., gives it to Waiters. Waiters gets a double team, gives it to McGee on the 3. He does pull up for 3. Hesitated. Doncic with the board. Doncic looking to drive on Waiters. He does. Gets a layup and 1 for the Doncic. Down by 10 now. Looking to go down by 9. Good play by Doncic. That's going to help him. He needs all the momentum to help his team out. And Porzingis out. Morris checks in for McGee. He goes to the center, actually. I would rather have Davis guard Porzingis, but maybe Morris can do a better job on Porzingis. Doncic. And 1 free throw is good. He has 10. He changed it from his first quarter. Waiters. Trying the drive. Pulls back instead. Porzingis sends a double. Morris for 3. He misses. Davis with offense rebound. He gets the layup to fall. Davis has 16 in the game. Porzingis gives the Powell, gives it to Doncic. Green picks up Doncic. Doncic, guarded by Davis, had a little gap but decided not to shoot it. Gives it to Hardaway Jr. He has 5 to shoot. He does shoot. He misses, though. Morris with the board. Waiters looking to push it up. Guarded by Barea, though. Barea slows it up for the Mavericks so they can get set on defense. James posts up. Double team comes. Gives to Morris. Gives it back to Waiters. Davis sets a screen for Waiters. Waiters does shoot. He does hit it. He has 7. Shooting 33% tonight in the game. Not great, but not known for being a big scorer anyways. Porzingis gets it from Powell. Barea sets an off-ball screen. So does Powell. Barea gets it He gets doubled again. Porzingis open for three again. Porzingis. He has 16 as well. They're still down by 10, though. Nice steal by Barea. Barea gives it to Powell. Gives it to Doncic. Doncic turns it over, though, to Waiters. Waiter gives it to James. Doncic picks up James. Gives it to Morris. Morris with the layup. Curry looking to check in at the 1:30 mark. Fans are chatting. Go, Mavs, go. Barea gets it. Double team comes on Barea. Gives it to Powell. Has Hardaway open. Hardaway with the reverse. James. Guarded by Hardaway. They're down by 10, or up by 10, my bad. Porzingis, James, monster dunk. He is 18, or, yeah, 18. Doncic gives it to Barea. Doncic has it. No double team went on Barea earlier. Maybe they're going to change that up. Davis, guarded by Powell. Porzingis gets it. Porzingis dunks it. He has 18. Morris, guarded by Porzingis. Gives it to Davis. Powell and Porzingis come. Powell blocks him. Powell gets the board. Hardaway, guarded by James. Hardaway gets the layup up. It is good. He is 8. James tries to push it up for the Lakers. They have 20 on the clock. James gets the layup. James has 20. Doncic is going to push it up for the Mavericks now. Still 10-point game. Every time the Mavericks score, the Lakers are there to answer with either a 3 or 2. Doncic has 4. He pulls up from deep. Porzingis with offensive board. And he jams it in. 0.8 to go. I believe that will end the quarter. And it does so. The score is 65-57 at half. Wow, what a second quarter from the Mavericks. Score 37 in that. Lakers still scored 31, though, in that quarter. But the Mavericks with a big turnaround second quarter from their first. That's the quarter that they needed. They need to play like that in the second half, though, to keep it up. Porzingis leading the Mavericks. James leading the Lakers. Who's going to stop who? We will see after this halftime report. The Porzingis and the Mavericks. Porzingis has 20 in the game, I believe. I may have put the wrong stat on him. I'm sorry if I did. Doncic has 10, though. Curry has 11. Hardaway has 8. Rondo has 9. Waiters has 7. James has 20. Davis has 16. Look at your second quarter highlights. Was all the Mavericks with inside scoring and outside scoring? Lakers did get some answers back, though, however. Porzingis does have 20 in the game. James has a triple-double watch in tonight's matchup with 20 boards, or 20 points, 6 boards, and 5 assists. We'll be back with the third quarter after halftime. Welcome to start of third quarters. Dallas Mavericks are going to get the ball to start the third. They had a monster second quarter with 37 points. Looking to add on in the second half. Barea gets it. Gives it to Kleba, who gets fouled by Davis. That's his third first team. Mavericks still running with their inside game plan, looking to get the Lakers in foul trouble. Looking to get their bigs in trouble. Right now, Davis has 3, McGee has 2, and Howard only has 1. But the key foul is to foul Davis out and get him in trouble, so they have to bench him, which is looking what they're wanting to do. So we will see how it goes the rest of the way. Kleba looking for his first point of the game here at the line. His first free throw. He hits. Kleba his second free throw. He misses. Davis with the board. That's a 6 board. Rondo gets it. Rondo gets fouled by Barea. He misses it though. That's his second. First team. Look at the Dallas Mavericks upcoming schedule. They play the Cavaliers coming off of a big win against Chicago. Rondo at the line, looking for his 10th point tonight. Gets his 10th point, looking for his 11th now at the line. They're up by 8, looking to go up by 9. Rondo misses it. Porzingis with the board. His 6 gives it to Barea. James is getting guard Doncic, it looks like, the second half. Porzingis guarded by Howard up top high. Howard's not looking to give him anything. Barea gets a double team. They are going to double team Barea off his good passing in that second quarter. Barea decides to drive on Rondo, though, and gets it to fall. Even when he gets double teamed, Barea still finds a way to get through it all. His pass did get tipped. He was looking for an inside guy, and he never got there, but it still works. Doncic guarded by Rondo. Or Rondo is guarded by Doncic, my bad. Had that backwards. James gets a double, but James gives it back to Rondo in the corner. His 3's off. Davis gets the board and points. Barea gives it to Doncic. Doncic shoots that, and it is in for Doncic. Doncic has 12. Barea with his 8th assist. He's on double-double look. Rondo gives it to James. Doncic sends a double down, gives it to Howard for a dunk. That's Howard's first 2 points of the game. James has 6 boards, 6 assists, and 20 points on a triple-double look for tonight. Porzingis sets an off-ball screen for Barea. Kleba gets it to Barea. He has 8. Down by 6 now for the Mavericks. Rondo gives it to James. James tries to spin. Porzingis is there, but Howard gets the board. Howard misses. He gets another one. Howard with 2 offensive rebounds. Waiters pulls it out, gives it to James. James for 3, and he hits. Kleba gets it. Mavericks need to keep Dwight off the glass. Porzingis pull up. Davis with the board. Davis guarded by Barea. Gives it to Rondo. Rondo drives. Dishes to Howard. Nice pass. Mavericks need to find a stop on the defensive side. Kuzma and Seth Curry are going to check in. Finney Smith gets it to Kleba. Barea, guarded by Rondo, gives it to Porzingis. Guarded by Howard. Howard's playing him tight again. Kleba. Porzingis shoots off of the fade. James gets the board. Who gives it back to Rondo, gives it to Davis for a dunk. Mavericks are going to use a timeout here. And that's a good one. Down by 13. We're down by 6. Just fell apart there for a good solid 2 minutes. Not what you want to do when you're that close. 6-point difference, and then you go back down to 13. Don't get me wrong, this Lakers team is a good team. So is this Mavericks team. They are trying to stay with them. Not allowed anything over 15 points yet, so we'll see how it goes the rest of the way for the Mavericks. One thing that's killing them, and I believe you guys will all know, is the rebounding game. Rebounds are killing them on the offensive end, especially. Lakers are getting too many second chance or third, even fourth chance points at shooting on the offensive side. To be honest, Mavericks should play Cauley-Stein at that center, move Porzingis at that power. Cauley-Stein is dominating for them on the rebounding end with 8. And they do so. They do check Cauley-Stein in the rebound. Porzingis goes to the bench, though, and so does Barea. James and Davis also are on the bench for the Lakers. Doncic, pull up. Miss. Rondo with the board. Lakers have 46 rebounds to 30. That's the big difference in today's game. Kuzma gets it in the corner, gives it to McGee, gives it to Rondo. Rondo gets a screen from Kuzma. Rondo gets a contested, tough layup to fall. He has 12 on 67% shooting. Doncic hands it to Finney-Smith. He has 0 points in tonight's game so far. Curry for 3. He hits. He has 14. Curry fouls Rondo. That's his first. And that's one thing that's also killing them is the drive. They gave it up and then they commit the foul. Rondo looking for his 13th point tonight. Kind of shocking he's scoring this much, but no one's stopping you. You guys score. So far, everyone that's gotten in tonight for either team has either scored except for Finney-Smith for the Mavericks. Rondo, his free throw falls. He has 13. Finney-Smith is the only starter or player that's played tonight that does not have a single point yet. Looking to go up by 14 now. And he does. Curry, guarded by Rondo. This is the unit the Mavericks want out here for the Lakers. They just need to start scoring, though. Curry pulls it out, gives it to Doncic. Cauley-Stein sets a screen for Doncic. Doncic shoots it. He hits. He has 14. Rondo, guarded by Curry. Curry is going to get a screen for, or Rondo gets a screen from Kuzma. Rondo lobs it to Howard. Curry, guarded by Rondo, gives it to Finney-Smith. 6:45 in the third. Cauley-Stein gets it, guarded by McGee. Gives it to Curry. Curry gives it to Doncic. Doncic for 3. He hits. He has 17. Rondo gives it to Howard. Gives it back to Rondo. Rondo gets a double. Cauley-Stein. Kuzma, though, for 3. He misses. McGee with the board. Blocked. Finney-Smith has it. Gives it to Cauley-Stein. Gives it to Curry. Curry guarded by Rondo. Gives it to Curry. Gives it to Doncic. Doncic for 3 again. He does hit. He has 20. Mavericks have the momentum right now. Fans are chanting defense. Curry has McGee. McGee with a fade. Cauley Stein with the board. Doncic decides to slow it up. Now they're chanting, go Mavs, go for the Mavericks. This is what the Mavericks needed. Oh, Curry tries to spin but got too close to the line. Does step out. It's going to be a turnover. Look at your number one block from Howard. Blocks Cauley Stein on a dunk attempt. We're going to get a substitute here for both teams, I'm pretty sure. Green looks like he's checking in the game. Actually, I think that's the only check-in. My bad, Morris checking for Howard. Kuzma. He drives on a leaner, but Doncic comes up with that rebound. His fifth. Doncic, guarded by Rondo. Got Rondo leaning a little. He drives, shoots over Rondo. He misses. McGee with the board. Green has it. Green gets a screen from Morris. Gives it to McGee. Kleba picks up McGee. McGee trying to do something. Everyone's cutting, but too much is inside. Gives it to Green. Green, guarded by Green. Green's driving, shoots the layup, misses. He gets the board, but Curry reaches in on the foul. His second. Over the last 30 days, here's your points off turnovers. The Lakers are in first with 10.5. Green at the line. Looking to go up by 9 and 10, possibly. First one's good. Powell checks in for Kleba. 4:31 in the third. Lakers are up by 9, possibly 10 if Green hits this second free throw. The second free throw of the trip is missed. Cauley Stein with the board. Hardaway has it. Green picks him up, gives it to Curry. Curry, guarded by Rondo. Powell sets screen. Curry pull up from mid-range off. McGee with the board. Green gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma missed. Powell board. Hardaway with the dunk. I did not see you give him that assist either. Look at the shooting percentage for the Mavericks. 25 in the first, and they improved it to 50% or plus in the second and third so far. Kuzma, guarded by Hardaway. Fans back with the defense chant. Rondo tries to drive. He does get a floater. He gets 16. Curry. His team's down by 9. Gives it to Powell. Cauley Stein gives it to Doncic for 3. Doncic hits again. This team's turning around since the first quarter. They're only down by 6. Say they keep it up. Defense chants coming from the crowd. And once again, Kuzma gives it to Rondo. Hardaway Jr. is going to guard him. Rondo looks like he died. Nope, gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma dunks that in. Told you, one thing is killing them is the drive and the passes and rebounding now. Curry gets it from Doncic. Cauley Stein sets the screen. Curry gets blocked by McGee. And that goes out of bounds. Stays with the Mavericks. McGee has 4 blocks tonight. Davis is going to check in for McGee. They're only down up by 8. The Lakers are. The Mavericks are down by 8. Cauley Stein is going to get subbed out for Porzingis. Porzingis was trying to get open, but they gave it to Doncic. Doncic pull up instead of driving. He should have just continued. Morris with the board. Green gets it. Porzingis picks him up. He tries to shoot over Porzingis. He misses. Rondo with the offensive board. Powell blocks it. Curry with the board. Doncic pull up. He misses. Powell with the putback. Green gives it to Kuzma. Kuzma for three. He misses. Doncic with the board. His six gives it to Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. gives it to Doncic. Gives it back to Hardaway. Hardaway decides to pull it out. Doncic sets the screen. Hardaway Jr. with the layup. It is off. Morris is second. Mavericks could go down by 4 if they hit these 2 free throws here. What a turnaround game. It looked like it was going to be a blowout in the first with a 34-20 score, but the Mavericks turned around the second and are turning around in the third. James is also going to check back in for the Lakers. Lakers are going to play their 2 starters once again. Hardaway's free throw is good. He is 11. Davis goes to the power. Morris goes to the center. James goes to the point guard. That's going to be a mismatch there. But Porzingis has a mismatch inside and the height advantage too over Morris. Hardaway misses it. Davis with the board. Only down by 5. Not bad. Green gets it. He pulls it out, but tries to drive it. Just pulls it out, back out. Davis doesn't get it. Kuzma gets it in the corner instead. Davis gives it to James, actually cutting, and that's an assist from Kuzma. James with 25. Doncic has it. Guarded by Green. He tries to drive on Green. He does so. Gets a layup, and it falls for Doncic. He has 25 in the game as well for the Mavericks. Davis is going to walk it up the court. James gets it guarded by Curry. That's a mismatch. You got to have interior defense there. He gets by Curry, though. He has 27. That's the only thing that's going to kill them is the mismatch at the point guard. The defense needs to figure that out. Hardaway gives it to Curry. Curry gives it to Porzingis. Sets a screen. Porzingis, a pull-up. He tried to bank it in. Hardaway Jr. with the offensive board. He misses, though. Davis with the board. Davis guarded by Hardaway Jr. He just shoots it, and he gets it. 22 for Davis. Doncic. They have 20 left in the third. Doncic gets doubled now. Powell for 3. He misses. Porzingis with the offensive board. He gets doubled, but he spins out of it, and he gets the layup. Porzingis has 22. James has 3. He pulled up, and he misses. 94-87. Lakers put up 39 in the third. Mavericks put up 30. We'll see how it goes the rest of the way. Close game now. We'll see if the Mavericks can close that out and come up with a big victory over the Lakers. We'll see you in the fourth quarter. Welcome to the start of fourth. This is your State Farm assist of the game. Rondo's lob to Howard, I believe is what it was. Davis has a double-double, 22 points and 10 rebounds. Lakers get the ball to start the fourth. Up by 7. James has 27. James drives, and he jams that in. 29 for James. Barea has it. Howard's going to check in for the Mavericks. Bray gives it to Porzingis. Davis picks up Porzingis. Powell sets a screen. Porzingis pull up at the free throw. Missed. James rebound. His 8th. James gives it to Davis. Davis with a mid-range. He misses. Doncic with the board. Gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis gets blocked. James with a board off of it. James spins. Layup. Good. 31. Brea gives the Porzingis. Sets a screen. Porzingis with a midi. He hits. He gets 24. James guarded by Barea. James drives around everyone and dunks it in. James has 33. Doncic has 25. Those are leading scores for each team. Green guards Doncic. Porzingis looking to set a screen. Doncic ignores it. Almost gets stripped. Porzingis got that back. Powell. Guard by Kuzma. Powell gets a layup. Powell has 6 off of the bench. Howard, and it looks like Finney-Smith checking in. Brea spins on James. James gets a layup. That's a big mismatch. Mavericks may need to use a timeout here just to switch it up, have someone else guard James. They should put Brea on Waiters and have Doncic guard James. Or Hardaway. Give it back to Brea, guard by Waiters. Brea gives it to Doncic, sets a screen for Doncic. He shoots it. He's off. Porzingis with the board. And he jams that over Kuzma. He has 26. Lakers are going to use a timeout up 102-93 over the Mavericks with 9:21 to go. Mavericks are still fighting in this. They're not out of it yet. Porzingis with 26 points, close to a double-double, has 8 boards. Doncic also close with a double-double. He has 7 boards along with 25. Brea has 8 points and 8 assists. He's close to a double-double. For your Lakers, Rondo's close to double-double. He has 16 points, 7 assists. James is close to a double-double with 35 points and 9 rebounds. Close on triple-double as well. He has 6 assists to follow. Davis has 22 and 10 tonight. Big plays on the defensive side is going to go to McGee with 4 blocks and Cauley-Stein with 3 for the Mavericks. Those guys are making plays on the defensive side. For the Mavericks, I would, if I was a coach right here, I would put Cauley-Stein at the center or in there just to help with the rebound and defensive side on Davis and Howard. But they give it to James. James is looking to shoot. He does. He hits it. James with 37 off a quick bucket. Kleba and Finney-Smith are in for the Mavericks. Starters are all in. Finney-Smith gives it to Kleba. Or Kleba, my bad. Gives it to Doncic. Guarded by Waiter. He pull up. And Howard with the board. His 9th. Waiters has it. He spins. Gets blocked by Doncic first. Gets blocked by Kleba. Second time out on Kleba. Howard is inbounding it. Gives it to Waiters. Waiters gets doubled. Howard with a mid-range. Had open lane. Porzingis with the board. His 9th. Finney-Smith. Guarded by James. Doncic gets it. Gets blocked by Waiters. Howard with the board. Waiters. Crossed up Finney-Smith a little. He pulled up. He missed. Davis with the board. Davis inside. Porzingis contests it. Porzingis, he has a double-double. And Howard fouls Doncic. That's his second. Down by 11. They're not out of it just yet, but they need to close that deficit down quicker. Rebounding the ball is key in this fourth quarter for the Mavericks. You don't necessarily need to stop James, but you do need to stop him from driving to the basket. That's just giving the Lakers momentum when he's doing that. His free throw is good for Doncic. He has 26. Looking for 27. Looking to go down by 9, make it a single-digit game again. At one point, they were down by 4 as their lowest. Doncic's second attempt is good as well. Howard gets the inbound to James. James is going to be guarded by Finney-Smith. Gives it to Waiters, cut, and Waiters dunks it. Assist from James. Waiters has 9. Gives it to Kleba. Kleba gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis has some speed on Howard. James sends a double. Finney-Smith in the corner for 3. He misses. He has to hit those open, though. Waiters got the board. Gives it to James for 3. He misses. Porzingis with another board. He's pushing the pace. Gives it to Luka. Luka fades. He misses. James with the board. That's his 10th. He has a double-double. James gives it to Davis in the corner. He misses. Howard with the board. He gives it to Waiters. Waiters gives it back to Howard. Howard gets blocked by Porzingis. Finney-Smith with that board. Barea, guarded by Rondo. Gives it to Doncic. Doncic has to shoot from deep. Davis gets that board. Doncic isn't shooting the greatest. 10 for 29, but he did finally find the way to scoring. Waiters gives it to Howard. Barea, guarded by Rondo. Gives it to Doncic. Their team's down by 13. Doncic backs down Waiters. He fades. Missed. Howard with the board. Davis gives it to James. James shoots over Porzingis. He misses. Barea with the rebound. Every team, every person that's played has a rebound for every team. Kleba gives it to Doncic, guarded by James. Finney-Smith sets a screen for on James. Luka misses. Howard with a board. James gives it to Davis. Davis has 24. Porzingis gives it to Barea. Barea with the reverse. Rondo. His team's up by 13. Gives to Davis. Porzingis with a good defense. Kleba with the rebound. Finney-Smith gets it. Gives it to Barea inside. Barea gets fouled by Rondo. His second. Down by 13 and make it down by 11. They need to make both of these with 5:02. Mavericks are still not out of this. They just need to hit their shots and stop with the second chance points on the Lakers. That's what's killing them. Seth Curry looks like he's going to check in. I believe they're going to rest Doncic for a little. Maybe take out Finney-Smith to add more shooting out there. Barea hits his first. They do take out Doncic for a little just to rest him. He is struggling, but for a big name player, you do need to hit big shots late in games, so maybe Curry coming off the bench to help with the scoring from the arc will help. Barea. His second one is good. He has 12. I believe Curry was going to check in for Barea, but they needed to sub someone, so they decided to go with Luka maybe, but I'm not positive. James gets it in the post. Finney-Smith has him. He spins. Pump fake and gives it to Waiters. That's going to be an offensive 3 on James. Turnover on the Lakers. Perfect for the Mavericks. Down by 11. Barea gives it to Porzingis. Porzingis drives on Howard. James picks up. He does a post move. Misses. Howard with the board. Waiters has it. Gives it to Davis on a lob. That's one thing killing this Mavericks team is not getting back on defense as well with the rebounding. Kleba looking for Porzingis. Porzingis shoots it. He's off. James with another board. James with the floater. I have a feeling this game is going to be over just in a bit. Mavericks still have a chance with 4 minutes, but I have a feeling the Lakers are going to win this one over the Mavericks. Porzingis pull up again. He's missing. James with another board. His 12th. James gives it to Rondo. He shoots it. He misses. Porzingis with a board. Gives to Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith, guard by Rondo. Gives to Barea. Barea is going to be guarded by James. Porzingis, another 3. His third attempt is not good. Finney-Smith, offensive board. That's his first 2 points of the game. Coming in the fourth. They're still down by 13 with 3 minutes to go, basically, in the fourth. Rondo gives it to James behind the back. Or behind the head, technically. Curry brings it up. James is going to strip Curry. Hands it to Rondo. Rondo gives it to James, has a mismatch. Porzingis comes to help. Behind the head pass to Howard. It gives Howard a double-double. 2:35 to go in the fourth. Gives it to Porzingis, and he gets fouled by Howard. That's his third. They are down by 17, looking to go back down by 15. Lakers high against the Mavericks right now is 17 in the game tonight. We'll see if Porzingis can actually bring it back to 15. They need a miracle. They need someone to hit shots. I'm surprised they haven't given to Curry coming off fresh off the bench because he should be well rested. They're not going to sub Luka in. I think they're going to bench Luka the rest of the night just because of his performance. But as a young star, I wouldn't. I just let him play through it. He knows what he needs to do against his team in the next matchup they see them on. Don't get me wrong, this Lakers team is good. This Mavericks team did not shoot well in that first quarter. If you take that first quarter away, they probably had a chance to win this. When you're shooting 25% from the field in the first and shoot 52 and 62 in the second and third, then you're struggling. Lakers are going to use a timeout here just to get their guys a little breather and Gatorade or water. They are up by 15, though, over the Mavericks with 2:28 to go. James, close to a triple-double tonight. Davis with a double-double. Howard has a double-double. Rondo's close to a double-double. Waiters is close to a double-double. For your Mavericks, Porzingis has a double-double. And Barea is so close to a double-double. Doncic was close, but I don't think he's going to get it tonight. He didn't show his passing display or rebounding side like he did that first week. Coming off of a Player of the Week award for him. did not show he was earning of that this week so far. He did not perform how everyone expected him to in that first quarter. Mainly, the whole team struggled for the Mavericks in that first. As we said, shooting only 25% in the field. But they struggled on the defensive side with rebounding. Lakers controlled the rebounding game. This is gonna be your player of the game according to New Balance is Rondo. To be honest though, player of the game should go to LeBron James with a dominating performance tonight. James gets it, lobs it to Howard. Pereira. This team's down by 17 with 2:10 to go. Gives it to Curry. Curry. He's off. Howard. Another board. James decides to slow it up for the Lakers. I guarantee both teams will play their bench in a bit. James putting the nail in the coffin. He has 43 points. He deserves player of the game for his performance. Porzingis with a mid-range. He's off. Davis with the board. James has it. Gives it to Howard. Howard dunks it. James, triple-double. Mavericks are going to lose this one most likely. There's no way they're going to come back from 21 points in a minute 20. Berea. It's a screen by Porzingis. Berea, floater. Or contested shot. He changed it and he hits it. He has 14. Rondo has it for the Lakers. Rondo gives it to Davis. Davis drives. He gets fouled. Gets an and one. Lakers not letting up on this team at all. Up by 21. Could be up by 22. Bradley checks in. And so does Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at the point and shooting for the Mavericks. Wright, Lee, Gilchrist, and Marjanovic check in. Davis hits it. Up by 22. James, Howard, and Davis are still in the... I mean, Davis was going to be in because of his and one. But James... Wright gets the assist to Berea. But as a team, I'd just take them out. Even if they had their takeover, I would just still bench them. They deserve it. There's going to be a legal screen on Howard. That's a turnover. Davis gets subbed out. Jared Dudley is going to check in for him. Quinn Cook is the only Laker player who has not played in a game yet for them tonight. Hopefully he gets a chance to. Gilchrist gives it to Berea. Marjanovic coming to set a screen. He rolls. Berea shoots. Dishes it off instead. Marjanovic with the reverse. Boban. Everyone loves this guy. Howard has it up top. Lakers have to shoot it once, or they may just take a 24, but I guarantee they're going to shoot it. Pope drives on Lee. He misses. Lee with the board. Wright has it. They're probably just going to run the clock out with 3. The Lakers beat the Mavericks 127 to 109. 18-point victory over the Mavericks. That makes the Mavericks 2-3, and the Lakers go to 4-1 in the matchup tonight. The Mavericks did not need this loss. They will probably go to the 9th or 10th spot in the Western Conference. Lakers are still going to hold on to that 4th spot because Denver is going to be a half a game ahead of them right as of now. But Lakers continue their winning streak. They're on a 3-game win streak. The Mavericks are on a 3-game losing streak. The first quarter was not the greatest for the Mavericks, but they tried to do what they could against this good Lakers team. That will do it here for the Dallas Mavericks and Lakers. We'll be back with the official stats after. We are on the official stats page for the Dallas Mavericks, who did lose tonight's matchup. Kristaps Porzingis led with 28 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Luka Doncic struggled in the first quarter, but came out with 27 points, a rebound, an assist, and a block. J.J. Barea had a double-double along with Porzingis's. He had 16 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, and 10 assists. Seth Curry off of the bench had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 11 points and 2 rebounds. Dwight Powell had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Dorian Finney-Smith had 2, 4, and 2. Willie Cauley-Stein off of the bench had 10 rebounds, 2 points, 1 assist, and 3 blocks. Boban Marjanovic had 2 points. Maxi Kleber had 1 point and was only at the line, and 2 rebounds with 1 assist and a block. DeLon Wright had a assist. Kid Gilchrist got 2 minutes played. Courtney Lee had a rebound. Mavericks may need to make a change in the starting lineup. I would suggest them starting Tim Hardaway, Tim Hardaway Jr. at either the small or 2 guard and put Doncic at the small or something like that. And I would either start Cauley-Stein or Powell either at the power or center, and keep Porzingis either at the power or center. We'll take a look at the Lakers, though. LeBron James, a triple-double. He's going to be player of the game. Even though New Balance gave it Toronto, but for player of the game for us, we are going to say it's LeBron James with 43 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, and a steal. Davis contributed 29 points and 13 boards with 2 blocks. Rondo with a double-double as well with Davis. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 10 assists. Howard with a double-double, 14 points, 15 rebounds, and a block. Dion Waiters, who got the start tonight, had 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists with a steal and 2 blocks. He was also the reason why this Lakers team won. He shut down Luka in that first quarter. And when he went to the bench, Luka did do some scoring, but he shut down Luka with those 2 blocks on him and forced him to a bad shooting night. So congrats to him. Kuzma off the bench had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Danny Green had 4 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. JaVale McGee, 2 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks in tonight's game. He was huge on the defensive side. Morris had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Caldwell Pope had 2 minutes played. Bradley, 2 minutes played. Dudley with 1 minute. Quinn Cook did not even get in, and I feel bad for him, but it's alright. Not everyone's going to play. That's going to do it in tonight's matchup. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to be beating the Dallas Mavericks 127-109. The Lakers are 4-1 as of now, and the Mavericks are going to be 2-3. Mavericks looking to end their 3-game losing streak, and the Lakers are looking to continue on their winning streak. We will see how these teams fare out the rest of the season, but for now, this is going to be the end of the Week 2 matchups. We'll be back on Saturday with the Week 2 review on how teams did.